And I am back here on the channel. It is the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never meteor show money-taking, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying YouTuber in YouTube entertainment today, Rico the Fourth. And also the Dave Filoni clone. Hashtag check out Prime Geeks, Dave Filoni lookalike pick.
Said no one ever.
I'm gonna get a cowboy hat and start.
You better. That's the only way that's going to convince anybody. You got to get the cowboy hat. You know, you can't be Cowboy Dave without the cowboy hat. What is wrong with you?
And introducing my very special guest, who I am super excited to get on my channel. I believe for the first time, it is the properest of the Jeremys. Proper Jeremy. Go ahead and introduce yourself for everyone and let them know what your channel is about.
Hi, my name is Proper Jeremy, and the last time I had Lee Cole, the fourth, on is going to be the first of many, because that is by far the most successful live stream we've ever had, appropriately, about Cobra Kai. You know, we're talking to the sensei master himself, the Karate Kid himself, a first-degree black belt, I might add.
Yes. Yeah, I'm actually testing pretty soon for my first degree, first tick, which means I got to get like 3 of them, and then I can test for my second. So it is a journey, which is why I love the show myself, because it shows a lot of the hard struggle that we go through as martial arts instructors. And, you know, some of the trials and tribulations you actually really go through in the martial arts world. It's not an easy one. And that's where I think the realism and my love comes in for the Cobra Kai show. So with that being said, we're going to get to the topics that I have for you, Mr. Proper. And today we are going to be talking about legacy characters and legacy done right, because I thought that you would be really appropriate to have on for this kind of conversation. So let's get into both of our currently our favorite show, which would be Cobra Kai. So
yeah,
I wanted to know from your perspective, what for you really hits home about how they do their legacy characters in comparison to other things that we've seen. Star Wars.
Well, what I really do respect is not just respect for the characters themselves, but just, you know, honoring them and not putting them to the side just in order to elevate new characters, much like you would want to have, you know, a feminist message being, you know, we have to destroy the, you know, the male characters and make them look like idiots in order for us to look awesome, you know? Marvel. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, you see my point there. You know, it's just about not lessening the value of the older characters or making them look weak in comparison to new ones, but try to have the new ones stand out on their own. Be original, be creative, try to draw parallels, not just with characters, but with storylines, and but doing it in a new way, much like Cobra Kai has done with seeing how Miguel has, you know, come as a character and evolved, much like how Luke Skywalker became and evolved, but you know, and other people, you know, other characters in other franchises have developed, but you know, rarely is it done that isn't a carbon copy of itself.
Yeah, and that's the thing that really stuck out for me in this show that kind of hooked me from the first episode. I remember that Kay had originally started talking to me on Twitter, and he told me, yeah, you know, you're a martial artist. I want you to check out some clips. I want you to look at this Cobra Kai thing. And I was like, say what? And he goes, it's based on the Karate Kid. And I go, well, I'm in.
You didn't know about this a year ago?
No, I did not. I jumped on the train a little later, which is kind of shocking because I was there for like Game of Thrones has always been like kind of my realm. So I was always on board that train, and then MCU and all that and Star Wars. But Cobra Kai was kind of like a sneak attack. I was like, wait, what? They did a continuation of Karate Kid. So I watched the clips and I'm analyzing the fighting. I'm like, wait, this is really good, but I need context. I need like what the story is telling me through all of this. And so I went back and I created my free, whatever. And then damn, YouTube actually made me pay for it because I realized they had other shows. Plug for YouTube.
Yeah, use that sparingly. Chill.
I started seeing a trend of the episodic format that they had was telling really good stories, and it got me thinking, and especially being on your stream, I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to do a Lee Talks about legacy characters, because it's been something that as a community, a Star Wars community, we have been saying about all the time. It's like they're not respecting legacy, they're destroying legacy, and then here we have an actual template for what good legacy is.
You're absolutely correct.
Like for you, like when you started first watching Cobra Kai, and then in comparisons to Star Wars, was it around that time with The Last Jedi debacle?
That was a solid, 4 or 5 months. It was a little bit before Solo came out.
Oh, okay.
Like, or in the same month.
Oh,
so while everybody was campaigning, just being like, not really campaigning, but just being like, no, we're not going to see Solo. Like, we're not, we're not going to pay to see it. This is stupid. The Last Jedi, blah, blah, blah. That's why it failed, whatever. But around that same time, Cobra Kai came out, and we saw the huge difference between, a year ago, between, how Star Wars handled things and, the Karate Kid, Cobra Kai handled things.
The funniest part I find about it too is how it actively makes fun of the whole SJW way of think. And,
yeah, especially season 1. And at that time, that was very, very refreshing. Because no other show is really doing that. And I don't think any other show has really done that besides maybe the Orville.
Yeah, Orville surprised me too with the way that they handle the comedy. I was a little.
They had like a 21st century planet or something. That was like it was an episode that was based on like how many upvotes you get or downvotes you get is like, I don't know. It's like the justice system is public opinion. Like Twitter. Like if people were outraged and wanted to cancel you, like you would actually get corrected. Like it's ridiculous, but it works, and it was a fantastic episode.
And yeah, that's the thing about these shows that are coming out that are successful. I notice are the ones that are bringing up this topic, and it used to say they're trying to say that we're trolls, we're doing this, we're doing that, review bombing, all that garbage that they like to spin it, and especially now the shill media. And it's really interesting to see these shows that come out, not necessarily from the Hollywood section, but part of the entertainment industry that recognizes these things and is actually pointing them out to a larger audience, as opposed to us just coming here on the channels and ranting about it. So,
yeah, absolutely.
My next thing that I wanted to get to, because I've been hearing a lot of compare and contrast between Endgame.
Hold on. Can you give me just a minute?
Oh, absolutely. And whilst I do that,
all right, thanks.
I wanted to give a quick shout out. I wanted to say, hey, Riot, he's been coming into my streams. Thank you for watching. Misha, thank you. And Lou, thank you. I appreciate you guys who we've had them in other streams. And yeah, I had a impromptu late stream with PB last night about the Game of Thrones. And so I had some of the same people when we were talking about that. And this all relates to like legacy. There's been a big movement, and it's this feeling of using nostalgia as a way to tell story. And it's becoming annoying because they're playing on nostalgia as a way to attract us, but they're not using it in the right sense that it's supposed to be used. And how do you feel that Star Wars versus Cobra Kai, like how Star Wars is using their nostalgia versus how Cobra Kai builds their nostalgia into the story?
I'd be happy to answer that in just a second.
Okay. So my take on it is that nostalgically, I've seen a lot of things that use nostalgia as a crutch. They are promoting nostalgia as a way to sell tickets, right? Like Star Wars with the Emperor and everything else. That was the biggest nostalgia pull. Like, oh, we've got the Emperor. Come back to us, everybody. Come back and watch our product again. Cobra Kai makes references that are story related. They're nostalgic moments, but they're related to the story that help move the pacing of the story along. So, and Chris, right on time. What's up, Chris?
Not much actually. How you doing?
Making a grand entrance.
I am. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Ah. Hello.
What?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Can you hear me? Okay, hold on.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
all right. I'm holding.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you through the.
What'd you say?
Hold on.
He knows we were fucking with him the whole time, right?
No, I think I've had this problem before.
Oh no, I was just fucking with him, but
Oh, did you hear me?
Let me see. There is a quick fix for this.
oh, Chris is back.
Can you
Yes,
hear me?
Chris is back. Let me see. There's
Hey,
a
Chris,
thing.
can you talk?
I'm trying.
Let's see. I can pull it up through here.
I'm waiting.
You're gonna see two of me.
Oh, you're talking? All right, say something.
Hello.
Can you hear? Yeah, now I can hear you.
Woo. No, there's an echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I muted myself on my computer.
Interesting.
Oh my goodness! And now my phone is gonna pull this crap.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Let me come back.
This is the funniest test stream ever. Okay.
I'm just messing around.
Okay.
I hear him.
Okay, so something with my computer, whenever I add a third person, it gets really wonky. So what I'm gonna do is we'll be able to hear them once I switch this over. But for some reason, through my computer, I can only hear two people at a time. But anyways, like I was saying, with the Star Wars versus the Cobra Kai, how do you feel about the nostalgia being used as a way to
Oh, it does it a lot better in Cobra Kai. Absolutely. It's not done. There's no fan service done for the sake of fan service. It's done to further evolve and develop the story moving forward. And if that means going backwards in order to get some sort of, different perspective or different take or send some sort of message or what have you, you know, it's done for a reason. Every character is in Cobra Kai Season 2 for a reason. Everything that happens is for a reason that's leading somewhere. It's very well planned, very well thought out, and it doesn't seem like that in many other franchises because it's not all about the story. They're just, they're not in it for the long game. They're in it for the short term, the financial gain.
They're in it to quick. They're in it for a quick buck, is what it is.
Essentially.
And just to let you know, hold on a second. I'm going to mute myself, and then I'm going to come back on.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen in the chat.
Hey, can you hear me now, Chris?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I could hear you both at the time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear him proper?
Hear who?
Me.
Chris hasn't talked yet.
Okay, so the deal is, for some reason, it's coming in on my phone, but not on here. Hold on, I'm going to do this. All right, hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Oh, now
There
you
we
can hear
go.
me.
All right.
Yep, that's all right. Coolly.
Yeah.
Weird. So that's on your end.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can set it up through my chat. Everyone says you're coming in nicely now.
Oh, thank
What's
you.
up?
I appreciate that.
Yeah. It's so this thing is weird.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But anyways, everyone in the chat, hello, Perp Mine, Lou, how are you guys doing? It's good to see you all.
Yeah, good
so
to see you guys.
Let's catch Chris up here. Chris, we were talking about the differences between Star Wars versus Cobra Kai and the legacy issues where Star Wars is using nostalgia as a way for money, and Cobra Kai is pulling nostalgia as a way to drive a story forward. What do you feel about that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, besides the fact that one could actually happen
Hello?
in real. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Uh-oh.
I was just messing with you the whole time.
I'm going to slap you. I'm gonna...
All right, go on. Go ahead, Chris. What's up, buddy?
Proper Jeremy. I will hurt you.
Jeremy.
Yeah, okay. No, so the deal is one can happen in real life, one cannot. But if you want to go further than that, yes. Cobra Kai has, I would say, been one of the few times where I have thought this should have been made into a movie and then watched it and gone like, wait a minute, they actually have something here. I get tired of these series and these TV series, these Netflix series that would have been much easier into a 2-hour movie and get it over with. But the way they've done Cobra Kai is done so well. Its vision is done well. You feel like you didn't lose the, 20 some odd, 30 some odd years since the first one. It's like the tension between Johnny and Daniel are still there, and it's done right. And like you said, with Star Wars, the problem is they just kind of, Disney does this a lot, and I say this all the time. Disney gives you a bunch of characters, gives them just enough depth for you to come in and reel you in, and then you get there and you wait for the rest of it, and it's not there. And Disney does it all the time. They don't have to sell you that anything. You're going to come and buy it anyways. That's why they buy everything. They buy it. They're like, if we do this, if we put this out there, they're going to buy it just because we do it. And I think with Cobra Kai, it was done really well where, I remember I just heard it, like, I think it was a week before they actually dropped the first season. I was like, somebody told me about it and I was like, what? I said, is it a movie on Netflix? And they're like, no, this is going to be a series. And I went and watched it and I was blown away. It was done so well. You could feel like that's where the characters were heading almost. It's like just the way they did it. I mean, you could see the natural progression like that And then in Star Wars, the difference is like, for instance, Luke, we have 30 years of, we don't have a clue. And we're trying to figure it out as we go along. And you're not giving us enough clues to give us anything. That's a Disney trait. Just gloss it over with a bunch of, CGI, flashy, things going all over the screen. And, people will buy it. There are Disney people that'll always go see Disney. It doesn't matter what they put out there. And then,
I also wanted to give a couple of shout outs really quick. One to Kermit Geek in Disguise on here, and he just made it known to me. The algorithm is messing with me. It unsubbed him. So if anyone here has been unsubbed from my channel, resub me. Continue.
no, you're fine. I love how the algorithm works, huh? But
yeah, that's not an unfamiliar subject.
No.
Oh wait, I'm unsubbed. Oh wait, that was me. No, I'm just I resubbed.
So
No, everything should be fine on my end.